welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It is arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the champions of the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles. What a thrill. Tonight, we celebrate 60 years of Super Bowls. We do it in style. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you here from Santa Clara. And Greg, the Eagles are right back here looking to do what the Chiefs did right before them. Win back-to-back Super Bowls and lift that Lombardi trophy for the 2nd consecutive year.
You have to think, are we on the precipice of the next dynasty? What we've talked about in years past with the New England Patriots, and then more recently, the Kansas City Chiefs. After last year's dominating Super Bowl performance, this roster, what Philadelphia has been able to put together these last couple years, I think a Super Bowl win here today, and now they become maybe that new top-of-the-heap team that we talk about here in the NFL.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They'll stay on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Catch made there, that's Smith. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They get 19 on that pass play. First down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Eagles are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
Off the play fake, here's Brady. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 13 yards. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
From the 43, here's second down and 9. Right back to Dillon. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
Try to run for it with Dillon. And he will have a Patriots first down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He'll get this out wide, and he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Patriots first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Send a man in motion right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
1st and goal, New England.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Pats come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense ready now for their second drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Now, faking the give. Now he takes off. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Quickly out to Smith. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
It is 2nd and 6. Back to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
still first down.
This one intercepted. And the Patriots will take over possession here at the 44.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield, but none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
The Patriots offense ready for their second possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On play action, here's Brady. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down. Nick Sirianni thought about it, and he wants another look. He has thrown the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Brady looking to throw. Get this out wide to Dillon. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's Brady. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, it's Brady. Got his man. That's Graham. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And that is no good. He missed it. And the score remains tied at 7.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
They don't waste any time capitalizing on their opponent's mistake, so they miss the field goal, you take the ball back. There's a lot of energy on the sideline. That's a big win for your defense. So what do you got to do? You got to go out there as an offense and get off to a fast start, and that's exactly what they're able to do on that first down play.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's a 2nd and 6. After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin. Now they'll set up to throw. Now he'll run. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Patriots offense ready to take over once again. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now he'll air one out. That's caught! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play here in the big game. A gain of 57 yards. So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18. Here comes the jet sweep. He'll get to the edge, but unsuccessfully stopped there for no gain.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and not going to be a lot of gain. Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
3rd down and 9. To throw is Brady. The throw here is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision there.
And he's going to have that 1st down. They didn't want to settle for 3, and now it's 1st and goal.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Here's a run, and he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Now Brady gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. Brady to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New England. An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it, and the Patriots will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
We'll try the right side this time. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Right back to him on first down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball is put right on the money for a big pickup.
And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he's going to have the Eagles first down as the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on 4th down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They're setting up the screen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one caught at the 4. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Really nice job there, staying calm in the midst of chaos. And what that completion does, it puts them in a much more favorable situation here on 4th down. If I'm them, you know what I'm doing. I'm leaving my offense on the field. I'm trying to end this drive with 6.
And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday. After this, they were stopped on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll send a tight end in motion right. On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. And once again, nothing there. Stopped short with no gain. Now 4th and goal. Here it is, a zone read. He will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They're searching here for the tie score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Brady set to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
To throw, it's Brady. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Pats will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown, in time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. Start on the ground. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. That's caught downfield by Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in.
Complete to number 81. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Patriots' 40-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. That one taken in by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll look to throw yet again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
His kick is perfect. And the Eagles get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Good snap, good hold, really good operation by the specialist. Gives this offense the lead right before the halftime break. Now the question will be, can they build on this as they try to close this game out as we look forward to the second half?
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now as this one is in the air. Here comes a return from the goal line. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Brady. Got his man, that's Grant. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On play action, here's Brady. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive.
I love these crossing routes, Mike. Not only do they put so much stress into the deep layers of the defense, but they really allow the wide receivers to run with the ball after the catch. We just saw a great example why, and it led to a huge chunk play.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Dillon. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
Man, Mike, I thought he was going to take that one all the way in for a touchdown, but give credit to the defense. Touchdown saving tackle, really good effort. But now they're going to have to buckle down and dig in because they're facing 1st and goal at the 1.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Dillon trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. One more time with Dillon. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Brady. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New England. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. The extra point try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the Patriots have taken a 4-point advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll put a receiver in motion right. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles cut the deficit down to 1.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Patriots offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with a run, and it's Dillon. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Brady. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the outside, he's got Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Third and long. He'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and their running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll begin with first and 10. A give, here's Dillon, and he'll get about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 23, here's second down and 4. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on the zone read. He'll be close to a first down. He's up to the 26-yard line.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Third and a yard. They try to run for it with Dillon. And he will have a Patriots first down. Able to convert. It was third and short, and they pick up 4.
And they continue to lean on him in these short yardage, need-to-have-it situations, tough yards. He's been getting them over and over throughout the course of the game, and he picks up more than enough there on third down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, New England.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for it all. And He's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Now the try for an extra point. He knocks it through. And the Pats are going to open up the lead to 8. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They motion the slot man left. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At the 49-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. Little quick pass to the receiver heading left.
He's brought down at the 31. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. His 2nd grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
They'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these 2 guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just...
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, how often do we say it's a 1-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a 1-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
Big play for the Eagles as they will try for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game is tied.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
We need these 3 points.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Brown now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Patriots offense getting set to get back to work. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From the 33, here's second down and 6. Slot man in motion right. Brady set to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
First and 10. Brady to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 6. To throw, it's Brady. We'll try to set up the screen to Dillon. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now it's Dillon. Good running inside the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And it's a gain of 19 to the 19-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Brady. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Straight ahead, they go with Dillon. And he'll fight forward, doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
So the ball still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. It's a run out of the gun. Here's Dillon. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Now Brady. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. Running here is Dillon. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Dillon. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. It's up and good. And the Patriots will go up by 7. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
I think the back just needs to be a little bit more decisive in the run game, and not everything is always going to be perfectly blocked, Mike. There's times where you just have to say, okay, let's get back past the line of scrimmage, pick up a couple yards, and just keep this ball going forward.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They'll throw out of the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
The Patriots offense and their running back set to go once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Here's Dillon. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. It's another go with Dillon, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. Brady looking to throw. He's got it about the 8, and he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Second and goal. They'll go with him again. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Extra point attempt still to come. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Patriots offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. Well, victory well in hand. Still a little bit of time left here, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to end this one. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. And there it is. The new record holder for most Super Bowl wins is the New England Patriots, champions for the 7th time. Well, a fitting ending to a great NFL season, all culminating here in the Super Bowl. And Greg, I think we can say the best team won the title.
And you think back to the season they had, Mike, where they earned everything on the field. There was ups and downs. There was adversity.